So yes, hello, it's Kenji here and welcome back to Forza Horizon 3. Today we're taking a look at the Forzathon known as Doing It for the Fans, which features the Porsche 356A Speedster as the Barn Find rumor. And besides that, there's a few usual challenges and stuff like that you have to complete to get the usual rewards if you wish. So once again, this is just a guide on how I would do the challenges, and normally it will be one of the fastest way to complete the challenges. So we'll start with the Barn Find. Rumor has it, win a race in a Porsche to receive a Barn Find rumor. So first off, obviously you're going to need a Porsche, which you can either acquire it using, well, if you paid for the DLC, you can buy a Porsche in the car dealer. If not, then you gotta use one of those from the previous Forzathons. If you don't have those, then you can still choose to buy them from the auction house, but I assume they would cost quite a lot. So win a race in a Porsche, the fastest way I chose to do this is via a head-to-head race, because the AI tends to be relatively easy to defeat. So just start a head-to-head race and finish up, and then you're done. So it can be done in a relatively quick timing, in about a minute or so, even less than that, as opposed to starting a real actual race. And the other problem is that if you choose to use the drag race showdown thingy as the race, your Porsche has gotta be fast, if not other people will win. And for this challenge to be done, you need to win the race. So the best way is still via the the head-to-head. Alright, and then we'll go straight to a Barn Find rumor. Basically, the Barn Find, like I said, is the Porsche 356A Speedster, and it can be found in this region, somewhere a bit north of the airfield in the outback. So basically, it's just somewhere there already marked out because I found the Barn Find, so it's already marked out on the map for me. But basically, all you guys need to go is just look for a tiny shed beside the tree, and you should get the Barn Find. And the Barn Find, the rebuilding process is relatively fast. Once you complete about two or three random campaign races, Warren will call you saying that the 356 is done, and then you'll have it. So we'll talk about 356 later. Now we'll move on to the other challenges. So we'll go to a challenge known as Double Take. Perform 5 180 skills to earn 45,000 XP, which is quite a lot. And the 180 skill can be achieved by getting any high-powered 4-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive car and just do a 180, which basically means get up to a certain amount of speed and then pull a handbrake turn and basically face your back, which is relatively easy to do if you have a high-powered car. And make sure you don't spin out too much, because if you spin out too much, it's not really considered a 180. Do this 5 times and you will get the 45,000 XP. The next one is known as Public Relations, which is to complete 5 PR stunts to earn 75,000 XP. And this is actually quite a lot, and the fastest way I found to do this is to so-called cheat the speed trap. So just sit in front of a speed trap, go through it, do a 180, and then wait till all of the records and stuff are done. And then when there's nothing else popping out on your screen, you can go for another speed trap, and then just spin around again and do it again. Do it for 5 times and you'll get 75,000 XP, which is a lot of XP. Alright, and the very last one is just known as a community driven, which is to complete an online race to win 3 wheel spins. And naturally, whenever they say complete an online race, the fastest and easiest way is to do a drag race. So just all you need to do is just go to an airfield car meet, and as usual, just wait for a showdown event to start and go for it. No worries if you can't win it, because it just says complete the online race, and you will get the 3 wheel spins once you are done with the drag race, which can be done under a minute. So this Forzathon honestly is quite fast. So before I end off the video, of course we must talk about the Porsche 356A Speedster. Is it a fast car? Well, no, it's sort of a slow car because it's more towards a classic, so It is Class D, it's a rear-wheel drive at around 160 points, if that's how they call it. And it's more towards a car that I find that it's fun to cruise in, and I like it how the suspension is quite like soft, and then the car actually like bounces and leans forward as you brake and leans back as you accelerate. It's actually quite hilarious. But yeah, like I said, it's more towards like a car I would see used more as a cruiser, to be honest, and you can cruise around Australia with your mates in it, and it could be quite fun because it's relatively slow, but it's not that slow, kind of slow to a point it's quite boring. It still has decent speed, but it's not the kind of speed whereby it allows each of you to pull away from each other because it's still somewhat slow. But you get the point. It's something that I'll see used more as a cruising car compared to racing. And honestly, like I said, this Forzathon is relatively fast, so if you guys have time, you can go ahead and do it because it's actually quite worth it once again. And I think that is pretty much it. Once again, thank you all so much for watching, and I'm out.